Welcome back. We're here with Julia Murney and at the Graham Show. Yes, thank you, Julia, for promoting my show.
Yeah,
I appreciate
sure
that.
thing.
You got a voice.
He can be found on Twitter on what? I'm sure you're on Twitter.
I am.
What are you?
I am at Graham Douglas.
See?
It's the Graham Show at Graham Douglas.
At Graham Douglas.
And Miss Murney is also on Twitter, and she's an avid tweeter.
Which is the people who know me find that very amusing, actually, and as do I. Because I am not on Facebook. I've never been a big social media person.
What was it for Twitter?
I was at dinner one night last year with Jason Robert Brown and Georgia Stitt, and I just dropped those names and picked those up for you.
We like it.
And they're avid Twitterers, and they were trying to convince me. I did a benefit. I sang at a benefit, and in the middle of this evening, it was all these freaking awesome singers. It was Betsy Wolfe and Lindsay Mendez, and I'm not even going to remember, Darlene Love and Heidi Blickenstaff and all these people. And I just remember thinking, oh, this is what Twitter's for. If I had been on Twitter, I could have said, hey, you guys, I'm doing this really great benefit, and all of these people are going to be in it, and maybe some people would come.
Yeah.
And I have my own rules.
What are your rules?
I do not get political.
Julia Murney's rules of Twitter.
The rules of Twitter
are
but
as
they're
follows.
Just my rules. They don't have to be anybody else's. I don't say mean things. A little bit of snark is always fun, but I don't like overreaching snarkiness.
So you're not like Cher.
Is Cher snarky
you need
on
to
Twitter?
join Cher's.
But here's the thing: she's Cher. God bless her.
But
Knock
you're
yourself
Julia
out.
Murney.
Yeah. And this doesn't apply to most of them, but unfortunately, this is the way it goes. I've had a little bit of trouble with some stalkerish situations.
Oh, okay.
And so because of that, I don't tend to speak directly to fans. I'm totally aware of you, and I really am, and I appreciate it. Like, here's an opportunity to say it.
Can you explain what stop yelling means? Curious.
Stop yelling is what do you call that?
It's like the little about section.
Yeah, just like there's a little bio you could put. And I don't know, when I joined, I was like, that's the first thing I could think of was stop yelling.
So how about your two big fan websites? One which is juliaeffingmurney.com and Peace and Pancakes.
I have nothing to do with either of them. They're all
Do you get on those?
else. I've seen them.
Yes.
I have seen them.
You go wandering.
I go wandering from time to time. Well, I even wander from time to time on YouTube, because sometimes what I can't do is scroll down to the comments, because that's where I learned woe to you if you are not their favorite witch. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have read all of the really mean comments, and yes, they hurt my feelings. And you always kind of wish that they would have that presence of mind to be like, ooh, she sounds kind of busted. I'm not going to put that up. And it is live. It's not meant to be videotaped.
Sure.
It's live, and it's a portion of something, if it's part of a show, that's part of an entire production. And perhaps if you were just watching the whole thing, you wouldn't even have noticed that gross glitch that just happened.
It should live in a memory,
and
not
keep
in a
watching
clip.
the story. Right, but I do understand it. So and the biggest thing I can always say is, please, God, if you're going to do it, cover the light. We can see you. Or I'm immediately thinking, oh hell, now I'm being taped, and now I'm busted tonight, and now Captain Crunch is going to be on the internet by midnight, and P.S. I'm supposed to be singing a song right now. I'm supposed to be in a character and doing something, but now I'm thinking all these other things.
In referring to, moving to Broadway, or in this case, dreams coming true. Your dream at that moment being seeing the Wild Party move to Broadway. You said, sometimes it doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen. Broadway, although a fantastic dream and a wonderful dream, isn't everything. Would that be your advice to young, aspiring theater artists?
It would. I do remember that from the opening night of the Wild Party, because I'd never had that experience before, that there were 19 of us in the show, and they had to set up in a hallway, because there's only 2 dressing rooms. All the women were in one room and all the men were in another. There's no place to put the stuff that people had sent, like gifts and flowers and things. So they set up this giant hallway with all of our stuff, and I remember it just being so overwhelmed, and it's so it's just so many adjectives. But eventually, and if you're lucky, and if it runs, if it becomes a Wicked, or even not a Wicked, but something that runs for a while, it does become a job. There are days when it's not necessarily that you don't want to do it, but it's going to take something to get it done. This gift is portable. The gift of music and dance and acting is a portable gift. You can bring it anywhere, and you can share it anywhere. It doesn't just have to be in the 10-block radius of Manhattan between this avenue and that avenue. And I think any show that actually gets to Broadway and gets to its opening night, from my perspective, it wins. I am not one of the investors or the producers who might then lose millions of dollars, so I understand there's a whole other thing, but like in general, I'm like, you win. Oh my God, you did it. You did this thing. And it's really hard. It's hard to get a musical right. There are a lot of elements, and one of them could bring it down.
Thank you, Julia, for being a guest on the show. I want to
Thank
thank
you.
Joe's Pub for allowing us to use their space today. Thank you again. It's been a delight to have you.
Totally my pleasure.
And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.